Okay, since everyone always asks, let's take a look at the god Protea herself, right? People always ask me, why is my build the way it is? What's my Protea build? Why is Protea the godliest Warframe ever? You know, it's an honest question, so I'll show you. Remember to like the stream, like the videos, and check out all of my socials and whatnot. And boom! Here is my beautiful, beautiful build. It's pretty average and nothing too special, I would say, but I like it. And you know what? That's all that truly matters. So I have Umbral Intensify and Umbral Vitality. I don't have any armor because I just really don't care enough for it, so yeah. But these are the two Umbral mods I have. And I have Stretch and Narrow-Minded because I want a lot of duration, right? I just want all of the duration. All of it. Just 100% of the duration. Okay, this is what I choose. Don't want... I'm just having a Steel Charge here because melee do damage, go burr, right? Of course, Prime Continuity because more duration. I haven't even maxed out my Narrow-Minded yet, so shit's gonna get pretty crazy when I do. Augur Message for more duration. Prime Flow, purely because Protea uses... Like, usually these days I don't like using Prime Flow on a lot of Warframes, but I actually think I need it because for Protea, right, she just uses so many abilities, especially when she pops her fourth. So, no, I actually would say I want and always need Prime Flow on her, just the way I like it, right? Remember to like because dog cam. It's very special dog cam, okay? Only for this one Protea, okay? Only she deserves the dog cam. Streamline because I need some efficiency. And yeah, don't really have any extra range. I have Power Drift here just for more strength. Realistically, you want a good mixture of duration and strength so that your Blaze Artillery just does all of the damage. And because strength also affects your stuff like Grenade Fan and... Well, I think it affects the dispensary, but less fun. I care less about the dispensary, right? And less about the implosion damage on my fourth ability, so I mainly build towards Blaze Artillery, Grenade Fan, and then dispensary and like the fourth ability just kind of go along with that anyways, right? So a lot of people like to like throw out Temporal Anchor, if anything, for a Helminth ability because they don't really need to go back in time. So yeah, this is just what I like running for now. It's not probably my like end build for Protea. I'll probably eventually change it around, but hey, I don't really care too much. It works for literally everything in the game. I don't have, I think no, I have Repair Dispensary. I would never use this on Protea anyways. It's a waste of a mod though, so yeah. And then I have that as well. Meh. But this is my current build. As you can tell, Protea just slaps, right? Her abilities have such sick synergy. Her passive every fourth power cast is granted 100% ability strength. So I always try to have my passive used for my dispensary because more resources makes me smile, right? Other than that though, just spam the shit out of your first ability. Tapping it throws out the Shrapnel Vortex, which is AoE slash damage, right? Holding it throws out the shield satellites, which hits you, your teammates, with a overshield that also regenerates, right? So shit's OP, and it touches butts to the highest degree. Would recommend touching these butts, okay? And then you have Blaze Artillery, right? I love Blaze Artillery so much. For some reason, Digital Extremes Warframe has a hard-on for saying that it's not an auto turret or like a sentry turret. I have no fucking clue why. It's quite clearly a goddamn sentry auto turret, seeing how you click button and then the thing just shoots and increases damage for 7 minutes, so... Yeah, so I don't know. Digital Extremes is very weird about this. This is an auto sentry turret that does and builds damage. That's why you want to have a good amount of duration, okay? I love it. I just love it, right? Dispensary is good because it just gives out health, shields, ammo. This is just great support ability along with your first one. 10 out of 10. Like, Temporal Anchor is cool and all, right? You pretty much hit it, and then you're in your cute little space-time continuum for 20 seconds. Well, because of my ability, right? And then you hit it again, you go back in time. Things do explode. around you, and you do your sick damage. So, yeah. You can fully read this if you really want, but if you get knocked the hell out, you don't actually die. You just kind of go back in time and fall down, and you're probably going to die after, but you might not, so you never know. She's a really good Warframe to use. Amazing kit, and I love her, so let's quickly take her out on a mission. I actually will take her out on a Steel Path Survival, just because she's one of those Warframes that you can easily take on a Steel Path Survival, and I just want to show you guys that. Just because she's that good. Usually I don't bother with Steel Path. Some of my Warframe builds and weapons I throw on just aren't good enough for Steel Path because, you know, they're kind of meh. But that's okay because Protea is a god. It always takes me ages to find the survival. Don't judge me too hard. Of course, my ability to find survivals, much like on the last map, is truly also nerfed here. But that's okay. We did it. Oh, through the power of teamwork and friendship, we did it. Oh, amazing. I love it. It only took me, I think, a solid minute to find that survival map, but let's not worry about it. So you always at least need some energy for Protea. If you're running a survival, you can like pre-stack her stuff like this, and then start the mission. I just want to get to a decent enough tile. Screw it. So I threw that down. I have a ghoul saw on right now. I'm just leveling up, so don't worry. So especially since this is infested Steel Path, and the turrets do fire damage, the damage is it's just gonna kill them all, right? I could probably survive here for days. Especially since this is such an easy choke point right here on this map. Because this is a singular room, right? So they just pop out right here. So I just throw turrets up here. I just run here, right? Like, you're good. You just don't have to do just anything. I don't have a ton of range on my Protea, because I don't want to, but yeah. I'm just going to throw around her abilities just to show how stupidly good she is. Right, I have already popped my 4th ability. You get all your energy back that you use during it because you go fully back in time. But that also has the annoying issue of any... You can only have 3 turrets up, I believe, at a time, by the way. So spamming them like I just did is a bad idea. But yeah, that's how you play Protea. You literally just go time spam. You throw out like 2-3 turrets at once. They grow in power. You throw out your first ability. And then you always make sure to have your 3rd ability with your dispensary up. That's why, you know, people can generally swap around the 3rd or the 4th ability depending on how they like to play Protea and how they like to Helminth her. I think people straight up usually like to Helminth off her 4th ability purely because they don't need it, but it's always up to you, right? Having over your 4th ability something like Gloom's always a fun time, but yeah, Protea is just a god Warframe. She's just really good, okay? I love her. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. She's perfect, okay? Moi. She's 10 out of 10. Perfect. Anyways, I would always recommend people play her. It is kind of a pain in the ass to pick her up, because you have to run a lot of the Random Voids, and I know a lot of people had a lot of issues with Random Voids, but hey, it is what it is. You'll have to do it, so yeah. Like, favorite, sub, all that stuff. Check out my socials, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, what have you, Twitter, etc., etc. So, yeah, like, favorite, and I'll see you next time. Peace.